Welcome back. Today I'm not going to talk about cylinder heads. Today I'm going to talk about torque plates. Use a torque plate when you hone. The idea is it's going to keep it round by simulating the forces from the cylinder head bolted on. All of those bolt holes get stretched and it pulls in the bore at all 4 points on a small block Dodge or 5 on other engines. But anyways, the idea is that the torque plate is going to give you a round bore once it's together, and better seal and horsepower, as people like to say. And it probably is worth some power, but it's probably right up there with that 2 horsepower at 500, half a horsepower at 400. I mean, it's at that range of not really measurable, not going to feel it, might see it in mile per hour. I doubt it, but anyhow, this one got a little wild on me when I got it out of the machine there. But anyways, my point is this: my opinion of torque plates. I thought about it for a while, and I talked to a lot of people, and pretty much a torque plate's a good idea, and what it's trying to what it was intentioned to do. But the fact of the matter is, it's not the entire cylinder head. It's a plate. It's shallow. And not just that. People will talk about, it's not really simulating the head per se, but it's got the clamping forces and it's pulling on the threads and it's bringing the bore in. But more importantly is this. When the engine heats up, everything changes. Things grow. A small amount becomes a big amount, and so on and so forth. Like things grow. So I see it like this. You can get close and you can simulate some kind of a pulling, clamping force, and like I said, pulling the cylinder walls in with a torque plate. But you cannot simulate a warmed up engine, and you will not get the full effect of a head bolted on, and you will also not see the effect of bolting a crank in and torquing the mains down, because on some of these engines that will also pull on the bore. That will do all kinds of things. So unless you can get your engine up to whatever 220 or so and keep it there and hone with your torque plate and all these other things, you won't really get close to round, perfectly round once it's together. And I swear I don't think anything is perfectly round once it's together. I don't think that's necessarily possible unless the engine was assembled when it was machined. So anyhow, there's a chat site I go on. I've been on for years, and that's been an off and on topic. And I used to beat people over the head if they didn't get a torque plate, and use it when they hone their engine, until I fully wrapped my mind around it and understood all the variables and things that affect this. And now I realize that for race guys and things, people who are striving for perfection and setting records, it's something that you may as well try at least. You may as well try to have a perfectly round cylinder bore. Don't get me wrong. But it's something that I won't pay extra for. I don't chase anymore. I'm not setting records. It's not something that I aspire to do. It'd be nice, but that's just not my game. I got other things in life I do that are more important. So anyhow, I just want to make this short video and kind of touch about torque plates, misconception of them, or about them, and just kind of point that out, that you can put a torque plate on an engine, but you're not going to get the effect you intend or hope to unless you warm the engine up and do all these other things, and it's an impossibility. So the roundest your cylinder is going to be, remember this, is block cold, freshly honed from a place, machine shop, and nothing in it, nothing bolted to it. That's as round as it's ever going to be, and after that, it's not going to be that round again. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's really not that big a deal. It's about this big a deal, and if you can see the gap between my finger, then you're special.